Hello, welcome. In this video we'll be looking at how to build the iconic Wright Flyer 1, making the most out of basic tools and materials. The full build video will show a few ways to easily portray the airplane elements realistically. I use mid-weight 45-pound paper, but for this model, light or heavy paper will be good too. If you don't use toothpicks, heavier paper, or gluing the thin paper to card is needed for a little bit of extra rigidity. Instead of toothpicks, we can use shish kebab sticks or roll up paper tightly into a narrow tube. If you look at the pictures of original Wright Flyer 1 aircraft airplane, the structure is very thin, and I think it's important to capture that lightness and accurately portraying the airplane. Looking at original pictures of the built airplane throughout the model building process is the best way to build accurate, realistic looking models. The model could be very easily built or quite challenging and take longer to build, depending on how accurate and how much detail you'd like to represent and layer on. The general process entails building the wings profile, the frame, and details like the bracing, engine, and propellers. Optionally, there's a jig template made of 2 pieces to help in shaping the wings. We can also choose to build the wings flat or curved in one direction only to build the model easier and faster. It's helpful to note and differentiate each piece in relation to the front and back of the airplane, as it is quite easy to accidentally install parts backwards. I did this multiple times at the beginning. Thankfully, in paper we can usually make corrections quite easily by twisting the piece off once the glue is fully dry to avoid damaging adjacent pieces. For the wings we can reprint and stick directly over top. The extra thickness would make the model more sturdy. The front and the back are easily distinguished by the elevators, the horizontal elements at the front, and the rudders, the vertical elements at the back. The bulk of the fuselage is at the front, and the push-up propellers are located at the back. If you are able to, it's helpful to identify in the beginning of the model building process the amount of detail to show in order to sequence and build the details inside first, so it is easier to access. Details such as the instruments panel, the hip cradle, engine elements will be easier to install before the structure, struts, and bracing. I ended up adding more details at the end using tweezers through the cross bracing, which was a little bit more challenging and tedious than if I would have done this at the beginning. When adding the bracing wires, it's helpful to wrap around the component once and glue while holding the string in tension. We do this joint by joint, moving diagonally along the length of the wingspan. The smallest amount of glue will be sufficient, and it's best to glue every joint, even if it's a single piece of string woven throughout. Using a toothpick for the struts will help keep the string in place through the narrowing shape of the toothpick. When cutting the toothpick to size, it's best to cut a little bit from each end as opposed to cutting only one end off. The template in the video description shows the general strut layout directly on the wings, and you can cut the fuselage pieces to those lengths. As always, it's best to pre-shape the pieces and check in place prior to gluing, adjusting and adding shape several times before fastening in place with glue. We can use the curvature of a glue bottle for shaping the wings by pressing the printed graphic against it. We can use a brush or a pen for shaping the tighter curvature of the propellers and smaller details like the engine and instruments. For linear folds like the wings, we use a ruler by aligning it under the printed graphic, pressing lightly and evenly on top to create a crease, after which folding over to create a perfect edge. We can use the template to cut each piece down to size, pre-shape, test in place, and after adjusting as needed, fasten with glue. For glue, I mostly use general all-purpose glue and super glue. Fast-drying glue is helpful for orthogonal pieces to dry perpendicular and aligned. I like to rotate the model and look at it from different angles while holding the part in place to ensure it's positioned and dries in the correct position. A black marker or black paint, as well as white out or white paint, can be used to fill in the cut sides of the pieces or repair any damages in the model making process. When building the fuselage body of the airplane, we can use a flat surface to build the sides. We can then join the two sides when it's fully dry. It's best to ensure each edge is fully dry before moving on and connecting the piece to the next. When gluing together the front and back of the elevator and other pieces, it's best to ensure it's fully flat by locating it under a heavy object like a book until it's dry. We can start working on other parts of the model while pieces dry up. In the template, pieces are labeled a number in black, and red are the connecting pieces or where that piece is to be glued on. If using toothpicks, we can glue them directly to the print template and then twist them off after the glued edges are fully dry in the horizontal position. Fold lines are indicated with a dashed line type. Placement of other parts on top is indicated with a dashed dot line. In all parts of the build process, it's useful to prop up the element which you're installing to the final model with a heavy object or a tool you're not using temporarily, like a ruler, scissors, cutting knife, especially if the element you're building is holding weight in the model. Even fast drying glue takes a few seconds to dry, time in which the weight will shift it out of position. I hope you enjoy building this model and learning about the Flyer 1 aircraft and the process and all the mechanisms that make it fly. Hopefully this gives you some options to build your Wright Flyer 1 easily using everyday tools and materials. This model ends up being surprisingly sturdy for handling, and you can easily suspend it with a couple of strings in the middle for display. If you enjoyed watching this, please click subscribe to see more like it in the future, and forward the video to anyone who you think might enjoy it or find it useful. Please let me know what other models would you like to see build videos of next, and it'll be taken into consideration on future videos. Hope you enjoy building and wish you all the best on your Papercraft adventure, my friend. Cheers. Bye bye.